Alright, guys. So, considering about a week away from, April 8th, aka the biggest match in all of our careers. And if we lose that match, we gonna get fired. So, considering if that does happen, we might as well get a lot of things off our chest now while we can. Guys, ready? Ready. 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 We're gonna expose the secrets of WWE. Some of the secrets you may not know. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? I did not allow this. What are you trying to do? Well, Sarah, there's a good chance we might leave. We might as well just tell everyone all the dirty little secrets that you have about the company. I refuse to allow this to happen. You all leave right now. Oh. Oh, look, it's Triple H. Pedigree. I'll put him down. Now say everything. Well, now we don't have that problem. So let's start with some basics. So as you know, WWE is a worldwide global organization about being sports entertainment, And that's where we get our first problem. See, back in the 80s, it was all kid-friendly. But because WCW was about to kill WWE, they decided to go all hardcore and go all adult. And it delivered some of their best ratings ever to this day. All other B pay-per-views did better than some of the big pay-per-views we have today. Anywho. But then, tragedies, incidences, scandals, all that happened. And so WWE had no choice but to go to PG, which is where we are now. And it's the worst thing that's ever happened to wrestling. I mean, it's so stupid. The commentators aren't allowed to say wrestling. We're not allowed to say wrestling. We're not allowed to say title shot. Like, what is that? That's absolutely ridiculous. And it makes no sense. Honestly. And, of course there's no chair shots to the head because we don't want any more concussions and no more blood. But most of the matches today just have no effect to it. They don't have, a energy to it. They're just so boring, bland, and just lethargic. And that's why so many people have either left the company or stopped watching the product. Now we're going to go to a little deeper than that. And we might as well go to something more recent. The Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal controversy. Take it away, Kevin. Alright. So, the Fabulous Moolah was a women's wrestler who was well known, in her prime, being the main, being dominating over the whole division. And then she came back during the Attitude Era, as an old lady, and now she is dead. But considering the WWE is going through this women's revolution, making women look all like women can do this, women can do that. History. They decided to name a battle royal after Fabulous Moolah, who some of you might not know was involved with human trafficking, pimping other women, not allowing anyone to take her spot, and basically prepping them for sexual assault. Because if there's anyone who should be that should be memorialized in a battle royal, it has to be someone like that. Someone so horrible. Someone just I don't want to say anything ill about the dead because that's wrong, but she was just a horrible person. And the fact they named it after her says someone like Trish, Lita, China, anyone like that, they name it after someone like her. And it makes me sick. So that's Fabulous Moolah. And actually, you know what, Vince? I know you're lying there, all injured, but the fact that it took Snickers to, get rid of the name is also just insulting. The fact that you thought you were going to get away with it is even more insulting, considering we're in the Me Too movement and whatnot. And the fact, if you make a battle royal like this, you might as well have made the Jimmy Superfly Snuka Splash Challenge or the Benoit Submission Special or anything like that, Vince. And what did you... No, you don't say those names. Especially the one after Snuka. You don't say his name. Well, I already said it, and it's just nothing you can do about it. Sammy, please go on to the next point. Okay. Backstage politics. This is something that's been in wrestling for years, really. Some wrestlers have a certain amount of control backstage. Think of a good example would be Shawn Michaels and The Clique. Him, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Triple H. They had a lot of control backstage. And they were able to, make themselves, look strong. And destroy anyone who was against them. If they were against them or if they didn't like them, they were doomed. They were going down. And there was nothing they could do about it. They had all the control until, of course, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall eventually left for WCW. And then, but before that, they had the Madison Square Garden incident where they broke kayfabe in front of the world. And kayfabe is considered, trying to, the reality of the show. Not real reality, but in the show itself. Once you break that, it's over. And people videotaped that, which made it even worse. So Vince decided to, punish Triple H because Shawn was still the champ. And that eventually led to Shawn and the Brett situation just tearing each other apart. And Shawn losing his smile, and which led to the Montreal Screwjob, which led to the Attitude Era, which led to Stone Cold walking out, which led to the Ruthless Aggression Era, which led to a bunch of scandals, which led to the death of Eddie, which led to the death of Benoit, and then they had to go PG, and then they have to do all this stupid stuff that ruined wrestling forever. Sorry, I'm just got caught up in the moment. Punk, you want to say some thoughts? Well, I have plenty of thoughts. And I made a lot of them very clear in my pipe bomb against the company. See, Vince, you are a horrible, horrible man. You are one of the worst people I've ever met in my entire life. Here's why. You treat the fans like they're idiots. You treat them like they have no common sense. Like, I know what I want because I'm Vince McMahon. I have billions of dollars. No one can stop me. Which is a huge lie. You simply just... You only listen to yourself. You don't even listen to your kids. And even then, your kids are complete idiots. Your daughter, Stephanie, yeah, she is just... I have a lot of words to say about Stephanie that I can't say because I don't want this, getting pulled. But the fact that, she says all these things. She wants it to be all about her. She puts all the talent down. The fact she has the audacity to do all that and she never gets comeuppance is one of the worst things you can ever do. She's one of the worst heels ever. Okay? She makes no one look good but herself, and it makes me sick. The fact that all you McMahons make me sick. All you do is put over yourselves. You're never secondary players. It's all about you. 2003 was probably the worst example. I mean, you, Vince, you had the worst of it. You fought a one-legged wrestler, made fun of the one-legged wrestler, and beat Zach Gowen, and then you fought your own daughter in an I Quit match, beat her with a pipe, and then made her force your wife, Linda, to throw in the towel for Stephanie. And then even worse, you face The Undertaker in a very life match. Then you have Kane help you in beating him. And also, let's not forget the fact that you, Vince, married man, have, kissed a ton of other women during your time in WWE. Not only that, but with Trish Stratus, you, on live television, made her get on her hands and knees, strip her down to her underwear, and told her to bark like a dog. That is just sickening. The fact that you even just thought of that makes me sick. Not even the fact that you made a whole storyline with you and Shawn Michaels, and it was all about because HBK, like the whole story about him is that he was just destroyed. He eventually found salvation. Now he's a born again Christian. What you did, you decided to exploit that. Not only that, but you decided to mock it, make your own religion, McMahonism. You mock God. You do all these things, and then like a backlash, like you portray God like as a spotlight. Not only that, but you dance like somebody call my mom. Like, what type of garbage is that, Vince? Honestly. Sorry, my time is done. Randy, floor is yours. Thanks, punk. Vince, look, you're probably wondering, why someone like me would even be in this group. I mean, I've been in your company for so long. I've won so many championships. Here's the thing. You have put me in some of the worst things ever. That will just destroy my career. So let's start back from the beginning with Evolution. I was with Triple H, Batista, Ric Flair. We dominated television for a while. And you allowed me, at 24 years old, you gave me the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, the smart thing would be to make a big storyline out of it. Make it a long-term storyline where I was part of Evolution. Triple H would get jealous, and then he'd, turn on me, and then we fight each other at WrestleMania. No, you rushed through it after one night. And you basically destroyed any chance of me becoming the face of the company. You instead, what you do with me, you gave me a lackluster face turn. You made me lose the belt in a month. You killed all my momentum. That's what you did. If it wasn't for that, I'd be the face of the company, not John Cena. That would have been me. But of course you had to do that. And oh my gosh, the next point. What you did, the exploitation of Eddie Guerrero, the worst thing you ever did. So let me explain. So Eddie Guerrero died in 2005. It was devastating. A lot of us in the locker room were just crushed by this. And so you basically made Rey Mysterio kind of like the vessel for Eddie. And I mean, you started out well enough. I mean, you did memorial episodes dedicated to Eddie, but after that, things got so out of hand with you. You forced Rey to, first of all, you had him, well, it wasn't even you, it was everyone else in the back. You had him win the Royal Rumble. Okay, fine, sure, he did it for Eddie. But then you of all people, forced me, gave me the script, forced me to say, live on air, from the world, from Rey Mysterio, about Eddie. You told me specifically to say, oh, Eddie ain't in heaven, Rey. Eddie's down there. In hell. You made me say that. You made me say that on live television. You approved that. How could you? Honestly. That is the sickest, most disgusting thing I've ever seen. You made it even worse by having Rey not only be champ, one of the worst champs ever, made him lose, but then also have Chavo, Eddie's nephew, turn on him, and have his wife, his widow, turn heel. What is wrong with you? That's not how the storyline works. Honestly, I mean, that is just... I'm sorry, just getting flashbacks of that was just so hard. Sorry, Randy, you had to go through that.
Got 5 more minutes.
Okay, so, Vince, I guess it leaves to me everything you've done recently involving Roman Reigns and pushing him to the moon, not caring what the audience says, don't care about anyone but yourself. You want to push Roman Reigns to the moon, make the next John Cena, make the next Stone Cold, make the next Hogan. Guess what? It'll never happen because fans will never appreciate it because they know what you're doing. They're not stupid. They're not dumb. They know exactly what you're doing. And they already know the outcome of WrestleMania 32. So what's the point of watching him and Brock? And speaking of Brock, he is a complete waste of a wrestler. He used to be good. And now he's just lazy. And now all he wants is paychecks, paychecks, paychecks. And because of that, there's no more pyro. And because of that, there's no more creative shows like Talking Smack. Talking Smack helps stars get over. Helped The Miz get over. Huge. And you canceled it. Now it means nothing. And then the fact that your stupid decision got all the 2 pay-per-views per month instead of doing it the past 1 pay-per-view each month. Sure, you did that. Now they're all dual branded. So a lot of guys are not even going to be on the card. They're not going to get a pay-per-view payday. So what is that, Vince? If you call it smart business strategy, I call it just the complete opposite. Let's just get back to Roman. You push him and push him and push him and push him and push him all the time. And this WrestleMania will be the 4th time. The 4th time you pushed him to the moon. You've pushed him to the main event for the 4th time in a row. No one's been able to do that. Okay, no one. Not since Hulk Hogan. And yeah, you just did all of that. And then with Roman, despite the fact the man got a suspension. He got caught with drugs, with weed, with steroids. With all that, you still make him the face. Cena never got... You say what you want about John Cena, and listen, we've all fought him. Say what you want, but he is a great wrestler. Sure, his character isn't the best, but he's a great wrestler. He's a hard worker. That I will admit. We had some incredible matches together. He never got caught with wellness. But the fact you allow Roman, who did, about to lead your company? And be the face of your company? What is that? I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, that's what I want. You're all gonna stop right now. We haven't even said the good stuff, Vince. I mean, come on. We haven't mentioned how, you allow, Pat Patterson, and, the fact that he may have, sexually, assaulted, a ring boy. You will stop now! Or, the plane ride from hell, which, nearly, caused, has so many problems. Remember that? You will stop, okay? You said enough. You have said enough. Okay? I'm not gonna change. Wanna know why? Because I'm Vince McMahon. I built WWE out of my father, and sure, I ruined his vision, but I made it my own. And by doing that, I've made it into the biggest thing in wrestling history. And sure, it's not as big as it used to be, so what? As long as we're getting merchandise, as long as we're getting all of that, it will not matter. Okay? Well, I think we've said all we needed to say about, our grievances with WWE. Oh yeah, Vince. You know what? I would, for all the stuff you did to me, I would forgive you. But I won't. Wanna know why? Wanna know why? 'Cause 2017, you forced me to wrestle Jinder Mahal 3 times and lose. You made him champ for 170 days. The fact that he's not very talented, he can't draw a dime, he has done nothing for this company. And the fact that you still push him. Not only that, you have him feud with me again for some reason. That's it. I'm gonna get at him. Randy, relax. Yeah, screw you all. Once you're all fired, I won't deal with any of you ever again. And AJ, I got a little challenge for you. Next video, next whatever, I want you to fight me. But not only me, fight Shane as well. In a 2-on-1 match for your undisputed championship. How's that sound? Sounds fun. I'll get ready for it. Fine. Well, I'm gone.